we're here in Ontario, California at FR Performance. This is a very specialized rotary shop by my mentor and very close friend, Abel Ibarra. Most of you guys know this car from HyperDrive, but before HyperDrive, it was my workhorse in Formula D Pro-Am. The car has seen, I don't know, 40 or 50 events or so. Halfway through the Pro-Am season last year, I got a call, which happened to be from Netflix, asking me if I wanted to partake or at least interview for a show called HyperDrive, which is probably where you know this car from. So obviously I said yes, everything else was pushed aside. I said, hey, I'm gonna go for this 100%. Took the car to HyperDrive. It was a very hectic 2 weeks. I had about 2 weeks notice. The car needed to be repainted. I had to put a body kit on it and these crazy graphics. Luckily we pulled it off with a lot of good friends, partnerships that you probably see on the car. Super Wow Factory helped me print all the designs. Los Angeles Children's Project helped me paint the car when I was off with Odie practicing for Formula Drift. Get home, put the car in the trailer, book it all the way to HyperDrive. So what HyperDrive was for this car was an actual trial or testament of its ability to perform on the long term and stay maintainable, I guess you could say. After HyperDrive, obviously you guys saw that I kind of got in a couple tangles there. I had some partnership opportunities to make this car better for Pro 2, which is Formula Drift's #1 series that kind of makes you go pro. So it goes Formula D Pro-Am, Formula D Pro 2, and then Pro 1. I want to go in Pro 2 right now. So this car was not legal for Pro 2 at its current state when it performed in HyperDrive. Right after HyperDrive, I was able to get these partnerships, which really helped me put parts on the car that I can't afford, and that a lot of people, might go into Formula D without, which, they say, oh, you don't need all that, but really you do. Like, Formula D is no joke, and I see people go, I see them struggle, and I didn't want to be one of those people. I wanted to have my car 100% sorted before I made the jump into the pro arena. So that brings me to why we are here today. We're here today to test all this stuff. Brand new cooling system, electric power steering, brand new turbo, new manifold, intercooler, radiator, all that stuff, the rear mount stuff in the back, new fans, everything you can imagine. There's a nitrous setup on the car now is being tested. So some people are like, hey, all that stuff, you just put it on, you go to the dyno and it's ready to go. No, that's not how race cars work. There's a lot of R&D that goes behind it. There's a ton of insight and everything that goes into the actual build of the car. And luckily today, we got it working without multiple trips, and that's just being thorough with a lot of little things. Me and Abel, going back and forth, hey, what about this, da-da-da. It's like real techie talk, but it means a lot in the long run because it makes a difference between a working car and a car that's not gonna work. We ran into a small issue. The car kept on overboosting on the dyno, and we're like scratching our heads, what the hell is going on? It's saying 100% duty cycle, which means the turbo is working really hard. Then I go and look at the boost control solenoid, and every single AN fitting on it is loose. That's what happens when you take a car 100% apart and put it 100% back together. Sometimes you forget those small little things. Who knows what happened or how it happened? I probably was putting it together and maybe I was on social media, or maybe my sister asked me for help, or my little brother made me some bacon, which he makes awesome bacon, and I usually stop what I'm doing to eat the bacon. But whatever it was, it took my mind off of those AN fittings, which led to today's overboost issue. Fixed the overboost issue, and the car is now making 2 horsepower less, but I still think that I might have overheated the motor last year on accident doing a burnout, and I kind of regret that, but hey, car made good power today. We have a lot of dialing in to do. It's a very rough tune, but it's super smooth, as you guys can see. The graph is almost flawless. Thanks again to Abel Ibarra at FR Performance here in Ontario. We're here at FR Performance mostly because I trust Abel Ibarra. To me, that's the #1 thing when you take your car to someone, that you don't just give them your pride and joy, that you actually know that they're gonna do a good job. And I could pretty much give Abel my car to R&D if he wanted to try different things, because I know how good he is and that he's gonna be respectful to what is pretty much my life's work. not the car is safe to drive. It's reliable. I'll probably go drive Drift League this weekend. If you guys want to find out more technical insight on this build, you guys can follow my IGTV videos. I try to get very, very technical. Pretty much, I'm doing all of this for you. I'm going to try to do as many YouTube videos as possible that kind of take you guys along with me on this journey into Formula D Pro 2. Why? Because I think that a lot of people don't really get to see the process. You think, oh, you put all these parts on a car and it runs. No, this is part of the process. Car runs, is it perfect? No. Okay, is it better than a car that doesn't run and showing up to Pro 2? Absolutely. So this is part of that step-by-step chipping away process that a lot of people forget is very important in order to reach an end goal that is not achievable by a lot of people for that reason. You know, you can't just go 0 to 100. You got to fill in all of those little spots. So this is that journey. Please come with me. Again, if you guys have any questions, comment below and I'll do my best to answer every single one as best as possible.